Concerned homeowners tell me that the exposure of trees' roots here along Buchanan Creek are just further proof that there's erosion occurring here and that their homes are at risk.
Buchanan Creek continues to be a point of controversy between residents and the city over who is responsible for cleaning it up.
Pollution, the erosion, our homes are being moved into flood zones because it's silting in. Houses are sinking and they have to be lifted.
City leaders say since the creek is privately owned by a developer and since residents didn't agree to pay higher taxes for dredging improvements, their hands are tied. In a letter issued by City Manager Dave Hansen, the city believes the objectives of the property owners are aesthetic and recreational improvements to private property. Resident Rick Layton disagrees.
To say that, the residents here just want to increase their value of their property and stuff, and we've been working with them for years to resolve this, and that's not true. So that's where the frustration comes from.
Residents say they have environmental concerns since it was the site of a former wastewater treatment plant. Delegate Jason Miares secured $500,000 in the state budget to conduct an environmental study and then determine who's ultimately responsible.
If there's an environmental concern, it's absolutely both the city's responsibility and, in my opinion, the state should have a concern as well.
The Department of Environmental Quality is expected to start the study in September. Jacqueline Lee, 13 News Now.